morning today, 273. Jesus Christ, I must be getting old. Before I start gassing away, morning. Before I start gassing away, please like and subscribe. Help me get the channel going. We've had 100 likes, extra likes in the last 28 days, which is good. And I'm now starting to see names I've never seen before. So number one, a lot of people that on social media, me included. I did a bit of social media this morning, liked a few channels but didn't comment. So I'm going to start being a bit more mindful to comment on everyone's channels that I'm liking. I'm liking it for a reason. So even if it's just a hi or a nice channel or good information or something, you know, the people that are filming don't actually get to see the acknowledgement of who's actually watching. You get to see the views. So for instance, yesterday we had like, I don't know what it was, 800 views, and we had 4 comments. So I don't know if that was 800 actual views. I don't know if it was 800 full-time views. I don't know if it was, yeah, I mean, from my point of view, I don't know how many people are actually watching the video, finding it impactful, and obviously I can't thank them or give any information. So on top of that, any information that they want that's not in the video, it'll be nice to hear that they want more of something. So anyway, yesterday's video was pretty poor anyway, so I apologise for that. I was massively busy. I got stuck into stuff, and before you know it, the day had gone, and it had gone dark, and I've not filmed anything. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview very quickly before we start, after you've liked and subscribed. Give you a quick overview of what we actually did. So the big one yesterday was, what are we going to do with the wall? So let me take you around here where all the wind is, so I do apologise. Keys. Keys for the guys. There you go. Okay, so the wall. What do we do with the wall? We smashed it down. We got rid. Okay, so what's actually happened is I've changed the mason himself that did the wall is on the back wall. I've got the other mason at the moment. So we took it down. We literally very, very painfully hilted it down. We've started building here. We realised that we had to take the blocks out because we still got to do the drainage through here. So today when the neighbours are up and they've had their breakfast, we're going to literally disc grind right through here to ensure that we can actually get the box gutter put through. We tried to look at every option other than a box gutter, but we need the depth. It's going to have a lot of water, so you know we tried to look at coming through here and then coming that way. We've tried everything. So in the moment we're going to have to come into here, and worst case scenario, go for the wall and run a 4-inch pipe all the way along out. Best case scenario, go for the pain of cutting through this bloody great slab and putting it through there and coming out this wall here, which is just beside the utilities. So we've got 4 inches of gap between us and the centre line, so we can get away with it and get out the wind. So what else did we do yesterday? So one of the biggest problems we had, we found out the guys here that came in after having Sunday off, they realised that whoever put this formwork up had actually put the formwork up and it was that way. So if you're looking at the beam, rather than it being dead straight, it was actually leaning over. So they've had to redo all of the underneath to get that formwork up straight, including all the joists that went across, all of the formwork that goes up in the air, the jacks. So yeah, we've had a massive problem. So now hopefully we are looking a lot more straighter up there. Yeah, it was quite a big task in the end to try and get that up and over, because every time they tried to do something that was cutting a corner, it was also pulling this one over. So it really was a case of really what they should have done is taken the whole thing apart, recut all of these, redid it and reconnected. But they tried to get around not having to do that, which is obviously very painful. So it's still very, very slightly leaning over, but it's 10 times better than it was. So that wasted a lot of their time, their day yesterday. It was just redoing that. Obviously they started after that they started coming across. So yeah, I think hopefully they'll make a little bit more of an impact on this today. Yesterday the other thing we did obviously is we got up into the cottage and started compounding. I say compounding, it's a filler. So we started filling all of the gaps between the plasterboard, ready for skimming, ready for sanding, sorry. So as you can see, we've now got compound pretty much started on the ceiling. All of this was compounded yesterday in here, second coated. All in here was done. Still got to actually tape around the outside. All of here was done. We still haven't filled in here yet, but that has been pressure tested, so we can get that done now. And the plumbers still haven't done that yet as well, so we need to get that done. This has been emptied a little bit so that the ceiling can be done. So he's going to crack on with that today. We took the threshold back up again, but we didn't get the door redone, which we will take a look at today. I did seal around here yesterday again because we've been getting that penetrating. Not too sure if that's going to work, but I just wanted to try and seal it so that it doesn't allow water to penetrate in and come up the wall. So that was done. The front of the pool, we were told by the pool man that it's our job to plaster the front wall. So we got that done in the last couple of days. As you can see, the lip's been done, and then we also did these as well. So the water is meant to come over these surfaces here and go into a drain, but obviously the water can't go off the front. So we've had to put these in so the water doesn't go off, but we've got to allow it to be able to go off around here. So the water can still go off here and go off the side there, but it can't go off the front. So the front was done as well as plastered. So both sides have been plastered in. So we've had that all plastered now along here, and this has been set as well. So that's now good to go. So we should be able to take that off, and we might have to refinish it, but hopefully it's level all the way through here to that line. And that will then stop the water obviously coming off the front. So it's an infinity edge. So the water's meant to come off the front, and it's meant to be able to go off the sides. So that's done. We still have to sort out the pipe in there, and I think they have been doing something down here, so I'm not too sure where they are with that, but I think that one's been done. So yeah, that's where they are with that. So today it really is just getting that box work done on top of the garage. We need to try and get that done by the end of the week. The jacks are arriving today. We've got 28 to 13 foot jacks coming, which means we can start getting all the ply up, and obviously we've got to get that wall built. So it's the cutting the drain in today, number one. It's getting the wall built up, number two. It's getting the roof formwork up, number three, as long as the jacks arrive, that is. And it's getting the cottage inside compounded, number four. They're pretty much the main things to be done. Inside I've still got loads to do. I've got to silicone the windows. I've still got to sand down quite a bit of fills that we've done. Some of the skirting boards need to be painted. We also have another 5 sheets of cut MDF skirting board turning up today because we've got to finish some rooms inside, and we've also got to do the cottage as and when we're finished with the walls. So again, like and subscribe for me. Any comments, shove them in there for me, and I will try my hardest to update you later on today. I'm also going to try and, rather than using my iPhone like I do at the moment, I'm going to try using a GoPro that I've had here the whole time. So I'm going to upload, I'm going to do 2 videos today and see which one comes out better. And I'll also update that as well, so anybody doing blogs, you can see how it is on an iPhone, and how easy it is to upload and edit on an iPhone versus the I think it's the Hero 9, the GoPro Hero 9. So I'll give that a go, and I'll maybe do a separate video on that to let you guys know what I think. But anyway, like and subscribe, give me some comments. It's 20 past 8, I'll update you throughout the day. Okay, so 10 to 11. Let's have a quick look how the grinding's getting on.
You want out? Did you hear?
Oh.
I told you.
Is it? You have to go right through that. Damn. Let's get one of the box gutters up and have a quick look, yeah?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't look like it's low enough. This line here, how deep's this? Okay, so they've started off by cutting a line all the way through to the very end. Actually, not to the very end, but nearly to the end. So this is where the actual box gutter's got to go in, but as you can see straight away, we're hitting the BRC probably about 3.5, 4 inches. So we need to, that isn't going to be deep enough for the actual box gutter itself. I think the box gutter itself is probably about 5 inches. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to have to go for the BRC, we have to dig that up as well. And we've got to go down at least 2 inches deeper than that, because whatever height we are here, we've got to be 2 inches lower over here. So that's going to be interesting. Anyway, they've carried on doing the block wall here and carrying on pouring the concrete there. Obviously, we've got to now do something in here. They are going to look at blocking that and then blocking this way as well. So, but we've got to get this done first before. So it might be worth starting at that end, getting that bit done so they can carry on with the blocks. So yeah, we'll get that all cut out, get that right down to the depth we need it to, and then they can start doing the wall. But anyway, other than that, the guys are carrying on with the boxing. So they've actually got that side now over that way. This one's been filled in. Don't forget, this is an inner piece, so the beam is carrying on to the very end, around the back of these, and it's actually going to land up being across this top line here, and should go to the very end. So this is going to be a beam in here. There's going to be a beam going all the way across to here and connecting into here. And then obviously all this formwork, this is going to come off here, and this is going to continue over as well. So a complicated one. It should be more straightforward if we had actually got the driveway sorted. But anyway, more work to be done. Okay, we're at 20 to 4, about to go off and do a few errands. Let's have a quick check-in where we are now. So we've got Sherwin, he's in here. He's on the second coat of compound. So this is pretty much second coated anyway. This is just waiting for a sand and a paint. As I think I'm going to leave that wall. I'm just going to literally tile on that wall because obviously we're going to have the height stroke width issue if we put any more on there. So this is now pretty much good to go. Second coat going as we speak. Formwork's taking shape. We had a quick look at earlier on. This beam here is actually spec'd up for nearly 5 feet, which is absolutely ludicrous. So I need to talk to the engineers about whether we can put another row of blocks around and take this beam here. This beam here has only got this open. I mean, originally when it was spec'd up, this opening here was meant to be right over here. So it was going to be a good 30-foot opening. But it's only, as you can see now, probably 12, 13 feet. So we could probably get away with a 2-foot beam here, 2-foot beam down the other side. The front is a 20-foot opening, so we probably need a 3-foot beam at the front. But this 4, 5-foot stuff is just ridiculous. I mean, so you can see, look, this is going to be full of concrete to here, and then you've got the roof going on there as well. So you're literally 5'8", 5 foot, ridiculous. Anyway, the other thing the guys are doing, sorry about the wind, let me get out of the wind so I can film and still show you at the same time. So we've obviously got this being chased out as well now. So we worked out that we literally can't get the box gutter I bought there, the black stuff there, just can't go in the ground. It's 5 inch on its own. So not only is it 5 inch, but think the run of 2 inches minimum from here over to there. So we need to be down 7 inches, and obviously we're hitting the BRC, the rebar, very, very quickly. So what we're going to have to do is potentially try and use a 3-inch pipe and try and get a 3-inch pipe all the way through and do what we did up on the patio, where we put a couple of T-junctions in, so one in the middle here, T-junction here, T-junction here, and T-junction here. So there's actually a pipe, and we'll aim it upwards slightly and shave it off at a 45-degree angle, and then smooth it around so the water flows into the T-junction and flows out that way. If we use a 3-inch, also we'll be able to go through that wall and run it down the side, or we'll be able to go into the concrete slab here through near the utilities. The downside is 3 inch isn't a very big pipe. It should really be 4, but we're not going to get a 4-inch in, as you can see here. We're at the BRC already, and this is 3-inch. So look at the height difference we've actually got. It's not a great deal of height here at all, and we're going to have a 2-inch fall all the way down into this corner here. So anyway, that's what we've got to do so far. So we'll carry on chasing and we'll update you as we go, but the wall is taking shape.